Hi, I'm Nick Caruso, and you're watching This Week in Gear. Among the piles of products we've analyzed and reported on this week, here are just some of the stories that stand out, including the new Apple Maps app's 3 best features, the best new knives in EDC this month, February, and the reason that right now is the best time to lease a Lincoln. And now if you're interested in any more info about what we talk about in this episode, make sure you visit the description below for links to our online coverage. Let's get started. Apple's native Maps mobile app has always struggled to compete with the Google Maps app. In many ways, Maps have just kind of been Google's thing, so it makes sense. But Apple is now working very hard to change that perception and just introduced a new version of Apple Maps, the app. Here are 3 of the best new features of the new version of the app, and it's maybe just enough to get you to switch from Google. First is a feature Apple is calling Collections, which makes a lot of sense because, simply put, users can save a location, say it's a restaurant, museum, park, stores, whatever, and then share them as a collection with others. So, say you're traveling to Chicago and you ask a friend for recommendations. That friend, with just a couple of taps, can send you their entire collection of their favorite spots. Next, ETA sharing. Apple has made it easy in this new version of the app to share with others when you'll arrive and where you are along your journey. So if you're in Chicago and you're meeting a friend for dinner in one of those great spots, call up directions, and then in the Maps app you can share your ETA, and then that friend will know when to expect you and be able to track you in real time along your route. And that does mean that there's no more lying about train trouble or like texting from your couch that you're leaving right now when you're actually not. And I guess I'll have to get used to that. Lastly, real-time transit information has been updated in the app. So after dinner in Chicago, you want to take the L back to your hotel downtown, Google will keep you up to date on what they say are detailed transit schedules, live departure times, arrival times, the current location of a bus or train en route, and system connections. So here's the deal though, if you're using Google Maps or another app and you're going to check out Apple's update, let us know what you think. Or are you going to check it out? Is it worth it to you? We're always curious to know what user perspectives are and what you think about the things we talk about, so drop us a line in the comments below. Next up, the most important EDC and knives dropping this month, February 2020. We'll start with the $170 Benchmade Bug Out. In December, just a couple months ago, Benchmade released a version of this knife with a translucent handle. It looked really cool. This month, we get a blacked out version whose handle is made of CF Elite, which is a material that's carbon fiber reinforced nylon, so super lightweight and super rigid. This next release is super straightforward. The Stay Sharp knife is a handsome, affordable folder from Best Made Co., who have partnered with Case Knives to produce it. It's slender, it's simple, and it's $38, so a steal. Also from Best Made Co. is the Carpenter's Pen. It's a multi-tool writing instrument. It's brass and features a ballpoint tip, a stylus, a bubble level, a ruler, a scale, and multiple screwdrivers. And it's only $28, and I'm definitely gonna buy one. Leatherman released a new spin on its utilitarian Charge Plus multi-tool this month, the $300 Charge Plus Damascus. Now the tool itself is no different, which is great since it's loaded with super useful implements, but now you can pick one up with either a carbon fiber or a walnut handle and a Damascus steel blade. It looks like right now is the right time to be leasing a new Lincoln. So thanks to some deep diving by Cox Automotive, recent data shows that over a 36-month time span, Lincoln vehicles are retaining more value than their very biggest German competition, and that includes BMW, Mercedes, and Audi. So over those 36 months, Lincoln cars are retaining 50.3% of their value, which is really good. Staff writer Tyler Duffy points out that those numbers translate to lower lease prices because The more your car is worth at the end of a lease, the less a dealer has to charge in the first place. Tyler also points out that the Toyota Tacoma is a really good example of that trend. It's a super desirable truck, but you can also lease one for way less than $250 a month, simply because when your lease is done, the truck is still worth an absolute boatload of its original value. And so essentially, that is what's happening with Lincolns right now across their entire lineup. And the reason for that is pretty simple, we think. Lincoln's value is surging probably because of the brand's recent and ongoing lineup overhaul. The brand is setting the standard for American luxury with good looks and especially fantastic interiors, starting with the new Navigator a couple years back and most recently with the Aviator crossover, the Nautilus, the Corsair. It's kind of hard to go wrong with the Lincoln, especially if your wallet has anything to say about it. Now I'm going to turn it over to Tanner Bowden, who is in the middle of reviewing a new Patagonia jacket he described to me as wacky. Check it out.
All right, so this week I'm checking out Patagonia's brand new Storm Racer trail running jacket. The jacket is part of Patagonia's new high endurance running kit. So we're talking seriously long running in the mountains, on trails, in places where you maybe wouldn't think to go running on a Saturday afternoon. The jacket is pretty cool. It's a totally wild and weird looking jacket. It is a 3-layer, fully waterproof jacket that has these funky zippers on it. It is obviously quite packable. It only weighs 7 ounces and it uses a really cool dual zipper system that we've never seen before on any jacket, really. You can zip both of these down a little bit and sort of provide some access and breathability here. If you're wearing a trail running vest, which if you're going out for a long run, you probably are, this gives you access to your vest underneath so you can drink from your little water bottles, or you can grab a snack or grab your phone or whatever without taking the jacket off. And then you can unzip them even further, and that just sort of lets in a lot more air. Any running jacket is gonna hamper your breathability by a lot. So this just sort of gives you like a big open way to get some more air in there without just unzipping a central zipper and then running with like a jacket flapping around on both sides of you.